Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Technical and Recognition Awards celebration for the Saskatchewan Soccer Association and the 2019 soccer season. Thank you so much for joining us here this evening on Facebook Live. I'm Darren DuPont, co-host of The Rod Peterson Show on Facebook Live and at rodpeterson.com. And I know we're practicing social distancing, so we're here doing this for you tonight, the show tonight. And we will do our best to get in and out of here quickly, but we have so much to get to throughout the night, celebrating all of the great individual and team performances from the past season of soccer. We also want to recognize some wonderful people who have made great contributions to the game in this province and around the world. So thank you once again for joining us here tonight. It's a wonderful night as, again, practicing social distancing as you watch at home, wherever you may be. Let us know in the comments section where you're watching from, who you're watching with, and we want to send our well wishes to everyone here this evening. Tonight, we have some special guests that will join us throughout the evening as well. Brett Levis, former University of Saskatchewan Huskies male star who won a Canada West title in 2014. He will join us, formerly of the Vancouver Whitecaps, now of Valor FC in the Canadian Premier League. We'll have a chat with him via video chat. We'll also join Chantal Boudreau, who's an official representing Saskatchewan at the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup in France. It will be great to catch up with her in a little bit. And we'll also be joined by Kaylin Kyle. Of course, she was a bronze medal winning member of Team Canada back at the Olympic Games. She's doing great things now in Miami. We'll touch base with Kaylin a little bit later on. But before we do that, an address from Lisa Baganleary. She is the president of the board of directors of the Saskatchewan Soccer Association.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lisa Baganleary, President of Saskatchewan Soccer Association. On behalf of the Board of Directors, I'd like to welcome everyone to this online version of the 2019 SSA Recognition Awards. Thank you for your continued support during this unprecedented time and as we continue to operate in this new reality. We always look forward to the Recognition Awards as they are an important opportunity for us to celebrate our members and everything that has been accomplished in the previous year. That is why we have chosen to do this virtual award celebration. Perhaps now, more than ever, we feel it's important to celebrate the amazing accomplishments of our athletes, coaches, referees, and volunteers from 2019. Congratulations to all winners and nominees. Thank you to those who took the time to nominate someone for an award. As we continue into this unknown territory of the pandemic, we keep our mission top of mind, to develop great people and connect healthy communities in Saskatchewan through lifelong participation in soccer. By working together, we'll get through this, stay united in our commitment to this great game. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
All right, thank you very much, Lisa. And yes, we're looking forward to a great evening tonight. And welcome to everybody who's joining us across Facebook. You want more people to see this? You can go down, hit the share button at the bottom and like this as well. And we'll get more people in here, let them know what we're doing tonight. Now, ahead of our first guest, which is Brett Levis, the former University of Saskatchewan Huskies star, member of the Vancouver Whitecaps, and now with Valor FC. Let's get to our first set of awards tonight. Very exciting. And the first ones are the Provincial Soccer League Awards. Now, the Provincial Soccer League, or the PSL as it's often called, is a provincial-wide competition. It's open to all Sask soccer member clubs, and it represents the highest level of play at the U13, U15, and U17 levels. And we'll start at the U15 category. The Golden Boot is awarded to the leading goal scorer, in each age category. So, the Golden Boot recipient for the U15 boys is Justin Adam from Moose Jaw FC. Justin scored an impressive 23 goals in 12 games this season, including 3 4-goal games and 2 3-goal games. Congratulations, Justin. The Golden Boot recipient for the U15 girls is Shabona Niazi from Hollandia United. Shabona scored 9 of Hollandia's 19 goals in 9 games this season, including a 3-goal game this season. So congratulations for a great season. Moving on to the U17 category, the Golden Boot Award for the U17 boys goes to Robert Woodruff Brown from the FCR Blue Stars. Robert found the back of the net 9 times in 9 games this season in PSL play against some pretty tough competition. So congratulations, Robert. And the Golden Boot for the U17 girls in 2019 is Abby Patterson from the FCR Blue Stars. Abby, she hit the back of the net 6 times this year in 9 PSL games. Her scoring helped her team top the league in the regular season standings. Congratulations, Abby, and all of the Golden Boot recipients this year. The Saskatchewan Soccer Association is proudly supported by Direct West, Gursky's Trophies, Saskatchewan Lotteries, SaskTel, and by Soccer Locker. All right, real pleasure now. We are going to be joined by another one of our special guests this evening. We go out to Saskatoon to be joined via video chat by Brett Levi. Appreciate you taking some time tonight here, Brett, to join us. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Great. So as we sit here today, you're in Saskatoon, but you were prepared for the upcoming CPL season. That's on hold. So just give us an update. How's life in your life and your world these days?
I mean, I'm grateful that I'm able to spend the time here with some friends and family while I am here in Saskatoon. But as of now, there's no deadline on when the CPL will start. As of now, again, it's not canceled. They have a number of scenarios that are in place depending on what happens in the next 2 to 4 weeks. From then, we'll see.
Yeah, it's like the rest of us, I'm sure, day by day and week by week. But appreciate you taking a little bit of time to join us and everybody watching here, the awards tonight. Brett, a 3-time Saskatchewan Senior Player of the Year with these awards in the Saskatchewan Soccer Association. But you've had a decorated career already, and it's still young, as right now a member of Valor FC in the Canadian Premier League. But, I mean, I want to talk about your time with the Huskies, because that's where you first popped onto my radar when I was in Saskatoon for the better part of a decade. I mean, you were there, 3 years or 4 years, from 11 to 14. You set all kinds of records when it comes to all-time assists, second with 29 goals all-time with the club. What was that time like, getting to play for your hometown university?
It was incredible. That's a big part of my development. The players that played on the team for the 4 years, especially the 2014 year, the year that we won the CanWest banner, was incredible. I'm still really close with a lot of those guys, and I feel like that was maybe a point where people started looking at Saskatoon and at Saskatchewan, that we have players here that are capable of playing at a higher level. But the 4 years was incredible. It's something that I every once in a while look back on, and I'm proud of what we were able to accomplish.
Well, you capped it with the first ever Canada West title for the Huskies in 2014. That had to have been a pretty special way to end things. Absolutely.
We were the 4 years that I was there. All you ever heard people talk about was UBC and Alberta, and you felt that you were the underdog, which I think we really we used that to our advantage as a team, and we loved that we were the underdogs, and that we were able to come away with beating Alberta in the final was pretty incredible.
We're all so unsure what the soccer season looks like ahead here as we get set, towards the summer season, and we want to hold out hope. I know in this province, the Premier's introducing a plan to slowly start to reopen the province, and we hope that there's an opportunity to still get back on the field and play. But as you sit here, waiting to find out what the CPL season looks like, what are you doing? What are soccer players doing on a day-to-day basis, to be ready for the season? What can you do to work on your skills when we have to abide by social distancing?
I think at this point it's a lot of maintenance, and it's doing everything that you can do and what you have available to you. So for me, our team has been doing Zoom calls Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings, doing about 30, 45-minute workouts with our trainer, and then usually 5 days a week I'm running anywhere between 5 and 10K, and just doing everything I can on my end. I'm doing quite a bit of yoga, things that will help me prepare. So when the time comes, we do figure that the preseason will be obviously very short, because they'll want to get the season underway as fast as possible. So me as a professional, I'm very grateful that I'm still getting paid during this time. I still have a job, and that means waking up in the morning and doing what I have to do to prepare as if I were in the middle of the season right now.
where do you find the game right now? You grew up playing the game in Saskatoon and in this province. You played at the collegiate level, university level in this province and across Canada West. You've had time with the Whitecaps, now with the CPL. Where is the state of soccer, not only in the country, but in this province right now as you see it?
I'm very excited. That's kind of the word that I can use. What we've been developing here the last couple of years with the SK series and hopefully bringing a CPL team here. It's something that, I didn't think was going to happen when I was growing up and coming through the ranks. It's something that wasn't really talked about. And I think with more players making it to a higher level and pursuing professional careers, that's what has allowed Saskatchewan to grow with soccer as a whole. And the CPL team will just be the cherry on top. I'm super excited. I think it's going to happen. And one thing we have here in Saskatchewan, regardless of the sport, is we have an incredible fan base. So I know it will be a success, and I'm just very excited.
Hey, is that on your bucket list to play for the Saskatoon or Saskatchewan team in the CPL? Or are you just concentrating on Valor right now?
Right. I mean, obviously that would probably be something that would be pretty incredible to be able to play in my home city. But as of now, I'm focused on this season and what's to come.
Of course, you got to stay true to where you are now. But of course, can't fault you if that's a dream to come back and play at that level at home. Before we let you go, we are here celebrating the game. We're celebrating the players of all ages, and the development of the great game here in the province. What do you remember most about your development years, the younger years, playing youth soccer and growing up in this province playing the game?
Just the enjoyment that I got every single day. I know that might sound a little bit cliche, but it was something that I had such a passion for. I loved it so much that whether it was a practice, whether it was a game, it's something that I just love to do. And it's something that I love to get better at, and seeing your progression of doing this and doing that and working on certain aspects of your game and seeing them grow and seeing them develop was something that I loved. And I think that's something that has helped me get to where I am today is not being stagnant in terms of where my skill level was at, or where my how I was performing. It was something that I continually tried to grow, and it's something that I really encourage younger kids to do. Enjoy the game, of course, but continue to try and get better.
That's awesome, Brett. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you taking some time tonight to join us here on a night where we can all be together, even when we're not together, and celebrate the game. And I know from everybody here across the province, we're extremely proud of you, and we wish you all the best. And hopefully we can see you back on the field soon.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot, guys.
Brett Levi, a 3-time Saskatchewan Senior Player of the Year at these awards, former member of the Huskies soccer team that won a Canada West Championship in 2014, also with the Vancouver Whitecaps, and now with Valor FC in the Canadian Premier League. The Saskatchewan Soccer Association is proudly supported by Direct West, Gursky's Trophies, Saskatchewan Lotteries, SaskTel, and by Soccer Locker. All right. Once again, big thanks to Brett Levi for joining us here this evening and telling his story. Again, we're all so proud of you, Brett, and all of your success. All right. Moving on in the awards portion of the show tonight, because we still have more special guests to get to, and we'll get to them soon. But we'll proceed to the 2019 Saskatchewan Soccer Association Technical and Recognition Awards. Many of the chosen award winners and finalists were nominated by the members, and the recipients are chosen by the Saskatchewan Soccer Association's Awards Committee and the Board of Directors. So that's the process here. The association wants to thank all of the nominators who took some time out of their lives to nominate some of our members, and to the Board of Directors and the Awards Committee for selecting the winners here, and everybody who took an effort to recognize the success and hard work of the nominees. So let's begin with the Community Awards, and we want to thank Direct West, one of the proud partners, for sponsoring the next 2 awards. First up, Soccer for Life Player of the Year Award Multisport is given to a player who displays strong individual on-field ability and accomplishments and has helped to contribute to their team's success. They always show great dedication to the sport and their training, and always show great sportsmanship and fair play. So the individual also values making active contribution to the soccer community. The player represents a team that plays in Soccer for Life competitions, local leagues, high school leagues, and their local competitions. The recipient of the 2019 Soccer for Life Player of the Year is Taryn Dillon of Regina. Taryn was a leader on her Queen City U17 girls competitive team in 2019. She also helped her high school team to a third-place finish in provincials. They say that Taryn always has a smile on her face and brings a great attitude to the field every day. She's an extremely hard worker and tries to ensure her teammates also have a positive experience. So congratulations, Taryn, on the Soccer for Life Player of the Year award. The Soccer for Life Coach of the Year award is given to a coach who displays a strong coaching ability and knowledge of the game. They have contributed to individual and team development and have supported with great leadership and dedication. They continually work with sportsmanship and fair play in mind and foster a positive playing environment for everyone. We've got nominees for this one, the 2019 Soccer for Life Coach of the Year, and the nominees are Cam Houle from Dalmany. Described as a coach who instills a love of the game in his community and beyond, Cam dedicates his time to his players and his clubs year-round. Cam is a part of both the Dalmany Soccer Association and the Valley Soccer Association. He focuses on his players by building skills, teaching sportsmanship, and focusing on being team players. He has initiated a keeper camp and started Saturday skills sessions to continue developing skills for his players. The Saturday skills sessions have built momentum, with neighboring communities now wanting his lesson plans to start their own. One of the outstanding accomplishments from his past season was that every player on his team scored at least one goal. So that's a great accomplishment. Cam also serves as the president of the Valley Soccer Association. This is just a snapshot of the many contributions he has made over his time in coaching. Next nominee is Jeff Hum out of Saskatoon, who can be described as a player's coach. Everything he does is for the betterment of his athletes. He tailors his practices to challenge and improve his players' technical and physical abilities. His communication skills are noticed both on and off the field with the families of his players. In 2018-2019 indoor season, his team went 30-0-2 with 2 tournament victories. Yes, 30-0-2. Through the first half of the 2019-20 indoor season, his team was 9-3-1, and the team is defended as champions at the Landia Off the Wall tournament. Jeff has recently attained his Provincial C coaching license, and he still competes as an athlete in the Saskatoon Adult Soccer Men's League. And the third nominee for the Soccer for Life Coach of the Year is Wameth Georges out of Saskatoon. He has a knack for inspirational pep talks and encouraging words to get the most out of his teams. He was tasked with bringing a team of U15 girls together that had players from multiple zones and players new to the zone. He was clearly able to do this as his team had a very successful season, only losing 1 league game and winning the league title. His team even entered the U17 Division II tournament, and they won. He's worked with athletes to teach them positions that they had never played before, and the athletes wanted to compete, work hard, and win, and clearly that's what they did. Simply put, Wameth is able to motivate and inspire his athletes. And the winner of the 2019 Coach of the Year, Soccer for Life, Coach of the Year award is Cam Houle out of Dalmany. Congratulations, Cam, for all your success and to all the nominees for this award this evening. Moving on to the Multisport Athlete of the Year award, and this is an award given to an athlete who is actively competing in soccer, but has achieved excellence in another sport as well, hence the Multisport Athlete of the Year. The benefits of athletes participating in a variety of activities are really endless, and we've seen that in research. And the long-term athlete development framework highlights the importance of having the opportunity to participate in multiple sports as well. The winner of the 2019 Multisport Athlete of the Year is Kaylee Beggs out of Regina. Congratulations, Kaylee. Soccer and Irish dance are Kaylee's sports of choice. The ability to compete in both a team sport and an individual sport truly encompasses what multi-sport athlete is all about. Kaylee has seen success with her Queen City United club and has traveled to a number of showcase tournaments. Irish dance has taken her to national world qualifiers and North Americans as well. Competing at a high level in both of these sports keeps her very busy, with 4 practices a week for soccer and 3 practices for dance. She doesn't have time, she doesn't have many free weekends with competitions for both sports, keeping her busy. So congratulations, Kaylee, on all your success, and the hard work and dedication is truly inspirational. Congratulations. Next up, a very important award, and we're going to hear from an official coming up shortly, Chantal Boudreau, one of our guest speakers tonight, somebody we're all really, really proud of. But before we do that, it's fitting that we get to the Referee of the Year award. The recipient has to be consistent in their decisions. They must also demonstrate their technical knowledge of the laws of the game. The ability to control the game and develop respect amongst the players is essential. They must also represent the association in the correct manner and maintain a great fitness level to boot. The first nominee for the Referee of the Year award is Daniel Boudreau from Regina. Daniel had another great year in 2019. He saw 11 assignments with the Canadian Premier League, the highest level of competition nationally. In February of 2019, he attended the Canada Soccer National Referee Camp in Bradenton, Florida. Only 56 referees from the country were chosen to attend this camp. The experience and knowledge gained through Saskatchewan Elite Referee Program and his appointments is being passed along back to younger officials. He's a long-standing leader locally in Regina, as well as a very promising referee assessor. He brings a lot of passion to the game and elevates the standard. He is an excellent role model for all officials around him. And while very busy with 2 young children, Daniel has always responded positively to any appointment and is more than willing to share his knowledge with the community. Theo Diedrichson from Saskatoon is our other nominee for the award. Thought of as clear-minded, intelligent, and a team player, Theo has made a name for himself as a referee. He was chosen as a referee for the U15 Nationals this year in Edmonton and has also been chosen to be a part of the Saskatchewan Elite Referee Program. Theo values honesty, constructive criticism, and works to perform at the best of his abilities every time he goes onto the field. And the winner of the 2019 Referee of the Year award is Daniel Boudreau. Congratulations, Daniel. So much success throughout the year, and the award is much deserving. Congratulations on the accomplishment. All right, well, it's my distinct pleasure now to go all the way out on a video chat to Stony Creek, Ontario, and join Chantal Boudreau. Chantal, appreciate you taking some time to join us here this evening.
Of course, anytime.
So I was just asking you before, but catch us up. What's taken you from Saskatchewan? Regina born and raised, right? That was what we had, correct? What's taken you from Regina all the way to Stony Creek, Ontario?
Well, it was for the love of the game. I had an opportunity out here to continue refereeing at the international level and to dedicate myself to hopefully make it to the Women's World Cup. I chose to move out here to better my chances and better my skills. So I moved out here for the hopes that I would make it to the Women's World Cup in 2019.
And that's pretty cool. And you did have the assignment, right, with the 2019 Women's World Cup in France. And I want to get to that, which is so exciting. And you must be so proud, I know we all are, of you back here in Saskatchewan. But just give us an update on what life is like over in Ontario, and especially where you are right now amid everything that's going on. Because, I mean, we're doing this tonight all via social distancing, everybody watching online on Facebook and at home, but a good chance to bring people together. But what's life like for you and people out there?
It's pretty quiet for the most part. I don't go out much other than doing the necessary groceries, trying to do the best that I can for self-isolation. So I'm learning new hobbies. I'm cooking, I'm crocheting, and it's kind of nice though too, because a lot of the soccer platforms, be it Ontario Soccer, Canada Soccer, CONCACAF, MLS, they're doing as many video clips as possible online to kind of help us keep within the soccer game and get us ready for whenever we can return to our new normal.
Yeah, and I know we're all in the same position. We're all sitting here waiting, and hopefully we can get out and active soon. And I know the people in Saskatchewan, especially at the Saskatchewan Soccer Association here, I mean, they're doing work on a daily basis, trying to make sure that, we're staying on top of things, can get back to playing soon and safely. And, our premier is getting set to start to roll out a back to business plan, or a plan to reopen the province. But, sports doesn't always become the most top of mind when we talk about health and safety of people. But what are you hearing in terms of the game of soccer out there and the summer season, and kind of your role as an official, what the future might look like, or is it still very uncertain?
At this point in time, it is still very uncertain as to what my role is going to be for the year of 2020. I was hoping to go to the Olympics this summer. That is obviously not happening anymore. That's hopefully going to be the dream for 2021 instead of 2020. But other than that, at this point in time, it's kind of just a wait and see game, in hopes that we can kind of get back to some soccer games. Maybe July, I think, is where we're talking right now. But at this point, all I can do is keep training, keep working hard, and just be ready for when the season actually does start.
Yeah, you and everybody else waiting for that too, and that's super exciting. And I hope you get that opportunity in 2021 to go and experience the Olympics. But tell me, how do you go from Saskatchewan and Regina all the way to the World Cup as an official? What was your journey like to get from here all the way to that moment in France?
It was a long journey. It was a lot of hard work, dedication, and I was extremely lucky to have these amazing people in my corner and be my mentors, Mr. Len Shellac and Kevin Jones. They had been in my corner since day one when I started with the CERP program, which was probably the most amazing program for me in Saskatchewan, to help me develop and hone my skills, so that eventually when I got to the national program, I was able to actually step up to get those big games. And once I got to that national program and on the FIFA international list, so many other people throughout Canada soccer, through CONCACAF, through FIFA, were able to help me, push me, and lead me into the right direction as an assistant referee, to finally get to that step of making it for the Women's World Cup. But it was a four-year journey from when I was nominated to the nomination board for the Women's World Cup to actually making it to the World Cup. So it was a hard journey. I moved across the country for it, and it was truly a remarkable moment when I walked on the field at that second Women's World Cup game between Nigeria and Norway, and I honestly can't even explain it in words. It was truly remarkable, amazing, and I'm so thankful for the opportunity that I had growing up and the people that have supported me in that corner to help me get there.
We don't think of the officials all that often, but that moment of you walking out and looking around the stadium, like, that had to have been pretty cool. Were you thinking about, everywhere you've come from, everything you've had to go through to get to that moment?
Yes. I tried not to cry. Let's be honest about that.
No, of course.
Walking onto that field, knowing that this is going to be one of the biggest games of my career, it doesn't get any better than the Women's World Cup. Not for me. And so it was crazy to kind of think about everything that happened to get me to that point, and then going, this is pretty freaking cool. And to come from Saskatchewan, coming from Regina, to be able to be on that international stage and do what I love, it's just unbelievable.
How cool is that? That's incredibly cool. Congratulations on that. No, we already had Brett Levi join us. Caitlin Kyle is going to join us here in a little bit, and they've taken tremendous journeys as players to get to the tops of their respective sports. And for Caitlin, the bronze medal with Team Canada at the Olympics, incredible. We know they've had to go through a ton of competition, and it's a hard road to get there. What's that competition level like as an official? We all know about the player side of it. But what's it like? How much competition is there out there for those few spots at, say, a Women's World Cup?
There's a lot of competition, and you try your best to not only be good enough yourself, but also to be able to bring the other people up as well. Because at the end of the day, just like the players on the field, we are a team. I went to the World Cup as a trio. I have to work with other people to be able to make this dream come true. So to be able to balance the competition of trying to get that spot to go to the Women's World Cup, but also being a good teammate, willing to work with other referees to help them get to a better place themselves. It's a fine balance, and it's very hard to be humble and be competitive at the same time, because you don't want to step on other people's toes, but at the same time, if you want to knock me off my pedestal, you're going to have to work very hard to do it.
That's great advice, and that's what I like to hear. Now, you're getting set, hopefully, to officiate at an Olympic Games next summer. You've done the Women's World Cup. What does your season look like in terms of games you officiate? Is it all levels? What's your season look like in terms of your schedule?
My season is pretty busy, starting in the month of January, February, all the way to end of November usually. I did the Olympic qualifiers earlier this year. So that was in Houston and in LA, which was a great experience. Then I did the She Believes Cup. I did USA versus England. So those are my international appointments. But then with CPL coming in as well, I have a bunch of local games across Canada, which is pretty cool too now that we have this league, to have a professional league within our country. So it makes our development a little bit better. There are also games in Ontario, and then obviously games at the FIFA level when I get nominated for those tournaments. So the season goes from January 15th basically all the way through to end of November, and you have to peak at different points in the season for different tournaments, but it's basically all year round at this point.
Very, very cool. That's awesome. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. Something that sticks with me all the time when it comes to, we've interviewed a few officials over the last number of years in my career, and somebody said this on television once. There's always a home team, a visiting team, an officiating team on the field or on the ice all the time, and it's always the officials that make the fewest number of mistakes. So keep that one in your back pocket and continue the great work. I know I speak for everybody watching and everybody back home. We're all really, really proud of you. So continued success and stay safe, Chantel.
Thank you so much. And I just want to throw out thank you so much to my family, for Saskatchewan Soccer Association for helping me develop to where I am today, and for all the support and love that you guys have given me throughout my career, and especially during the Women's World Cup. It was amazing to get the emails and the messages through Facebook to show the support. So thank you very much for everything.
Oh, awesome. You've earned it. Thank you, Chantel.
Thank you.
All right. Chantel Boudreau is joining us all the way from Stony Creek, Ontario, and was representing all of Saskatchewan at the 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup in France. The Saskatchewan Soccer Association is proudly supported by Direct West, Gursky's Trophies, Saskatchewan Lotteries, SaskTel, and by Soccer Locker. All right, so great to hear from Chantel and all of her accomplishments. To be joined by Brett Levi's earlier. And a little bit later on, we'll be joined by another one of our guest speakers. Our final is Kaylin Kyle, a bronze medal winning member of Team Canada at the Olympics. So very decorated list of guest speakers tonight. And I want to thank the Saskatchewan Soccer Association for all their hard work, putting this evening together for us tonight, for lining up all of these great special guests. So a big thanks to everybody that's had a hand in this. Moving on, more awards to hand out. Not a lot of time. I know we want to get you in and out of here in a timely manner and not take up your entire evening. But thank you for joining us here on the Facebook Live feed. Again, you can go down and click share at the bottom of this. Share this with all of your friends and family who may not be aware that we're doing this tonight, and make sure you follow the association here on Facebook and the other social media platforms. All right. SaskTel, long been a standing supporter of soccer in the province, and the association is greatly appreciative of their support continuing forward. We'd like to thank them for their sponsorship of the Youth Player of the Year Awards. The Youth Player of the Year Award given to the female and male youth players who have demonstrated technical soccer skills and success, desire, the mental attitude, ability, and consistency to play to their potential. They value sportsmanship, dedication, and fair play. Players in this category are 18 years or younger in their year of nomination. And the first nominee for the Female Youth Player of the Year is Caitlin Stroder from Saskatoon. Caitlin, the first player in Saskatchewan Regional Excellence Program, often referred to as the Sask Rex program. She's the first person in program history to attend all 3 of the Super Rex centers. She received invites to Ontario, BC, and Quebec Rex centers this year. She won a bronze medal with Team Saskatchewan at the Western Canada Summer Games in Swift Current back in August. She's very dedicated to the sport. She leads her teammates by example and through action. People around her are positively impacted by her drive and passion. Her dedication to all aspects of the game shows as she has completed her C license training. Second nominee for the award is Nami Nguyen out of Saskatoon. Nami is one of the captains of the Sask Rex team this year, chosen because of her natural ability to lead. Pre- and post-training, she's ready and willing to engage with her teammates and talk about how to make them better as a team. At the 2019 Western Canada Summer Games, she was the captain of Team Saskatchewan and top goal scorer of the tournament. She was also honored with saying the athlete oath at the opening ceremonies, a very big honor. She also received invites to BC and Quebec Super Rex centers this year. And the third nominee for the year is Brogan Henry from Regina, an impactful player that is exciting to watch. Brogan has seen great improvement with her time in the QC Excellence stream. She's a respectful person both on and off the field and always has a smile on her face and is extremely hardworking. Training 4 days a week with the team isn't enough, though. She has also participated in the QC Coach Apprenticeship Program and coaches in the QC Grassroots Program. And the winner, the recipient of the 2019 Female Youth Player of the Year award is Caitlin Stroder. Congratulations, Caitlin, on the award and all of your success. Next award will be presented the 2019 Youth Male Player of the Year, and the nominees are as follows. The first is Joshua Mallon from Saskatoon, described as a true impact player. He's a leader and is the definition of a team player. In 2019, Joshua was instrumental in his team's 2019 Indoor Provincial Championship, where he scored 5 of the 7 goals in the final game to help lead his team to victory. Joshua juggled his commitment to his PSL team and training for the Western Canada Summer Games. He helped his PSL team, Lockwood Deportivo, as a captain and was the leading goal scorer on the team, hitting the back of the net 11 times in Swift Current at the games. And he made the starting lineup and helped the team to a bronze medal finish. His coaches are quick to highlight Joshua's hunger for the ball, leadership skills, ability to swing momentum, and rally his teammates. And the second nominee for the award is Robert Woodruff Brown of Regina. Robert is an instrumental player on any team he joins. He loves to score goals and create opportunities. As we found earlier this evening, Robert was the top scorer in the U17 Boys PSL and was the top scorer at the Western Canada Summer Games with 6 goals. He was also a starter on the team and was integral in helping the team win a bronze medal. On his high school team, the Winston Knoll Wolverines, he was a co-captain for both seasons. He has played on the team and was named the MVP in 2019. Robert recently has moved to BC to continue to hone his skills, his fitness level, and intensity in a men's league. And the third nominee for the Male Youth of the Year is Jola Ojo out of Regina. Jola is a versatile player who likes to drive the ball forward and break down defensive units. In 2019 PSL play, he led his team with 4 goals, helped them to a second-place finish in the league. He enjoys bringing his teammates into the game with his exceptional passing ability. He also likes to compete and brings desire and commitment with him to every practice or game. His performance at the Saskatchewan Soccer High Performance Showcase and the Umbro Showcase in Mississauga in May have put him on the radar of several universities. Definitely a bright future indeed. And the winner for the Youth Male Player of the Year award is Robert Woodruff Brown. Congratulations, Robert, on the success and the award here this evening. All right, the Senior Player of the Year award is given to the female and male players over the age of 18 who have demonstrated technical soccer skills, the desire, mental attitude, the ability, and consistency to play to their potential. They value sportsmanship, dedication, and fair play. First nominee for the Senior Female Player of the Year is Claire Aubrey from Saskatoon. She finished her sophomore season with the University of Memphis Tigers in 2019. She posted 4 goals and an assist during the season. She was named an American Athletic Conference All-Tournament Team and earned AAC Offensive Player of the Week once during the season. Claire also excels in the classroom, being named to the AAC All-Academic Team. That's not a light accomplishment indeed. Claire joined the Queen City United team in its inaugural season with the United Women's Soccer League. She was a captain and played all 8 games with the team. The second nominee is Penny Malenga from Saskatoon. Penny finished her freshman season with the Texas Tech Red Raiders, started 17 of 22 games with the team, and scored 2 goals this year. Also in 2019, she served as a captain of the Saskatchewan Rex team and won gold at the Saskatchewan Women's World Cup. In December, Penny was called to the Canadian Women's Under-20 National Team Camp. Camp is used to help determine the players that will represent Canada at the U20 CONCACAF Championship. She's described as a leader whose actions speak louder than her words. And the third nominee for the award, the Senior Female Player of the Year, is Lauren Petrus from Regina, who had a big year in 2019, being part of the inaugural Queen City United UWS team and finishing her 4th year and 3rd as a captain with the University of Regina Cougars. Lauren leads by example and also has a strong ability to connect and motivate her teammates. She's an ambassador for both the Cougars and the Saskatchewan soccer community, and she gives time to the Kickin' It with the Cougs program, which brings soccer to inner-city Regina schools. She also helps with many other soccer camps and clinics. Lauren was named a UWS West First Team All-Star. She's also been named an academic All-Canadian in all 4 years with the Cougars. The 4th nominee for the Senior Female Player of the Year is Maya Gabrish out of Saskatoon. Maya was a versatile and consistent performer for both the University of Saskatchewan Huskies and the Queen City United team. Named a 1 Team Canada West All-Star, Maya led the Huskies in points with 9 goals and 2 assists. Her 9 goals tied for 2nd in Canada West scoring. Maya is also very involved within the community, assisting with the Junior Huskies program, and led an initiative called Little Kicks that brought soccer to phys ed classes in inner-city elementary schools in Saskatoon. And the 2019 Senior Female Player of the Year is Penny Malenga. Congratulations, Penny, for the award and all of your success. Now, I want to let you know, it's been passed along to me from the Saskatchewan Soccer Association that these awards, the plaques, the trophies, they are all going to be done up, if they're not done up already, engraved and ready to go. And arrangements will be made for those to be picked up in either Saskatoon or Regina, or they can be shipped out to you. So contact the Provincial Soccer Association, the Saskatchewan Soccer Association, to arrange that for all the winners. And again, congratulations again on all of your success, to all the nominees, the awards, and all the players that played the game in 2019. Now, the next award to be presented is the 2019 Senior Male Player of the Year Award. And this year's winner, no nominees, the winner of this award from Saskatoon is Jay Tomchuk. Jay continues to be regarded as one of the greatest talents and one of the most dangerous and consistent offensive weapons to ever be born and raised in Saskatchewan. Jay continued his tenure with the men's futsal national team, being invited to 2 ID camps in the lead up to the CONCACAF Futsal Championships happening this May. He continues to play and be a top player in the Saskatoon Futsal League and represented Saskatchewan at the National Futsal Championships. Jay, consistency, hard work, intelligence, commitment, and execution make him a role model for many in the province. So congratulations, Jay. The Senior Futsal Player of the Year award is a new award this season. As Saskatchewan soccer continues to develop the sport of futsal in the province, we want to recognize those that are helping lead the way, just like the following nominees. And the first nominee we just heard from for the award, Saskatchewan Senior Futsal Player of the Year, is Jay Tomchuk out of Saskatoon. And we just heard all about Jay's accomplishments. The second nominee is Nicholas Bikus from Saskatoon. Nicholas continued to be a force for the University of Saskatchewan Huskies in his sophomore year with the team. He was also given more opportunities to develop his futsal career in 2019. He was invited to one of Canada's men's national futsal team ID camps back in November of 2019. He joined Tomchuk and Olympia Saskatchewan FC as provincial champions and represented Saskatchewan at the national championships. And the winner of the Senior Futsal Player of the Year award goes to Jay Tomchuk. So back-to-back wins for Jay Tomchuk, and congratulations on all the success, and again to Nicholas for the nomination as well. And again, we want to thank everybody who's joining us throughout the night. We are getting towards the end of the program. Just a few awards left to go. Again, we want to make sure we say a thank you to everybody who's putting in their hard work and dedication behind the scenes at the Provincial Soccer Association, being ready for when the restrictions are lifted and if we are ever able to get back on the field and play soccer this summer. And we all hope that we are, but if not, they'll be there for us when that time comes. So again, thank you to all of the members for all their hard work, the board, the staff, everybody working from home and putting in all of those long hours and all of that hard work. Also want to take time to recognize all of the winners. Again, one more time, those awards are being made up, the plaques, trophies, engraved, all of that, and they'll be available for pickup in Saskatoon or Regina or to be shipped out. So contact the association to arrange that. The Saskatchewan Soccer Association is proudly supported by Direct West, Gursky's Trophies, Saskatchewan Lotteries, SaskTel, and by Soccer Locker. All right, it's my pleasure to be joined by Saskatchewan soccer royalty on the phone, Kaylin Kyle. Kaylin, where are we getting you from today? Are you in Miami?
I am. I hate to say it because I know everyone back home in Canada, some people are getting snow, some people are getting rain, so it's crazy weather at the moment. But I'm in sunny Miami where it's like 80 to 90 degrees. I'm still self-isolating, but I do get to sit on my back patio and catch some sun, so I can't complain too much.
Yeah, that's okay. We're okay with that. It's all what we're dealing with now, social distancing and isolation and everything like that. So we just appreciate you taking the time to join us. Now, I want to know what's been going on with you, because now that you're not playing soccer, you've transitioned quite nicely into the media side. So what's life like for you these days?
Yeah, I knew I always wanted to get into the media side of things post-playing, and I know it's not easy to get into. I know it's very competitive, but I'm kind of a girl that never takes no for an answer. So we obviously moved to Miami. My family, my husband signed here with a new Miami FC team, and I came down here not really knowing what I wanted to do. I knew BN Sports USA was based in Miami. I did a La Liga experience 2 years ago with them in Barcelona, and we got to take in a game and kind of meet some of the players and meet the organization. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to reach out to them. So I did. They asked me to come in for an interview. So I was at my interview, and they're like, can you do teleprompter readings? Can you host? Can you write your own scripts? And I was like, yep. I had absolutely zero idea how to do anything. So once my producer stepped out of the room, I literally got on Google and YouTube to see how I did everything, because I never went to school for it. I do love to talk, and I love the sport of football, soccer, wherever you are in the world. Ended up getting that job. So I'm doing analysis for one of the biggest, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically teams and leagues in the world of La Liga. So I'm covering Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. So I actually got the opportunity to go a month and a half ago and cover the world's biggest spectacle of Real Madrid and Barcelona at the Santiago Bernabeu, Real Madrid's home ground. So I was pitch side there commentating on the game, which was absolutely a dream come true and insane. And then Inter Miami, David Beckham's team, decided to start a team here locally in Miami. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to reach out and go for an interview. And I went for that interview, and I thought I knocked it out of the park, my interview. And I didn't get a call back for like 2.5 months. And I was like, oh my goodness, I didn't end up getting it. But I ended up getting it. So I'm the sideline reporter for them and digital host. So we've been just shooting remotely. So yeah, it's been insane. And then I'm still covering the women's game, which is amazing. So I'm working with TSN covering the World Cups, which was phenomenal. Obviously, I covered this last one, and it's just very different being in the media side of things. I mean, at first I was nervous to say what I really wanted, what I was feeling at that time, obviously, because I've been on the other side of it. I've had commentators and analysis people kind of take digs at me and stabs at me and say that I had terrible games, and I took it personally for a really long time until I was like, it doesn't really matter what other people are thinking of me and saying of me if I know I'm doing my job. And it's the same side in the media side. the amount of tweets that I got after that World Cup because I said some things about the American side, and now I just laugh about it because if no one's talking about you, it means you're not doing a good job, and you're not being honest and truthful to not only yourself but the fans tuning in. So I'm definitely learning as I go, and I'll continue to learn. I'm working with some of the best people in the game. I mean, Ray Hudson, one of the world's best color commentators here in Miami, and then I've worked with Luke Wildman with TSN, Kate Burness from TSN. So I've worked with some of the best. So I'm definitely picking up little pieces and learning little tricks of the trade in the media world. But definitely I'm not a pro by any means. Still learning.
You know what? That's such an athlete answer. You know, you have no idea how to do it, but you're doing it anyway. It's like a coach calls you, hey, I need somebody to do this. You're just going to do it regardless. You're not going to miss out on the opportunity. I love that answer. That's pretty cool.
And I think that's the best thing about being an athlete, and obviously growing up in Saskatchewan, everyone always said you're never going to be able to do that. You're from Saskatchewan. Oh, you're from Saskatchewan. You're never going to get that job. And I was just always someone that was so determined and was so driven, and I hated the word no. And if I did get told no, I would go and do something. I would try something different, so I wouldn't receive the same result or the same answer. And I've just always been like that. And I honest to God think it's because I'm a Saskatchewan girl at heart. We're tough. We get stuck in on the pitch. We get stuck in outside of the pitch with, you know, like I said, not taking no for an answer. And I think that's just how I was raised, and I'm so grateful to be from Saskatchewan and learn from so many people there, whether it be in the workforce, whether it be teachers, both in school and out of school, my coaches growing up, my parents. So really grateful being from Saskatchewan, and I don't think I would ever be where I am now if I wasn't from Saskatoon.
Kaylin Kyle's a 3-time Senior Player of the Year in Saskatchewan, 3-time Saskatchewan Youth Player of the Year. So familiar with these awards. 101 appearances with the national team, and I saw you had Christine Sinclair on with you on your show. What do you remember fondly about those times with Team Canada, besides smack talking the Americans?
Yeah, no. Honestly, it was some of the best memories of my life. It was some of my best friends that I met along the way, and it really opened up doors, and it really made you learn who you are as a person, because you traveled away abroad by yourself at a young age. I moved over to Sweden straight out of high school. I moved to Vancouver when I was 14 for the summers to play with the Vancouver Whitecaps. So you really had to learn kind of how to maneuver different sets of people. Now, what I really learned playing for the national team is not everyone is going to like you. Not everyone is going to get along, but you have to be a good human to everyone and make it work. Even if you hate someone, you're never going to like everyone in the world. And it's the same now being retired from that. So I think my fondest memories of obviously the national team was definitely 2012 at the London Olympics, raising the bronze medal and having all my family and friends in the stands. They toured around for the whole 4 weeks in England, driving to venue, staying in crappy little motels because everything was sold out, right? We didn't know how far we were going to get. So they definitely had far too many cervezas along the trip just to obviously keep up with our basically schedule while we were there. So it was just a really cool moment. Obviously, I saw them basically, they got into the stadium as soon as our flag was being raised because they had to drive from Coventry into London, find parking, take the tube to get to the stadium because everything was closed off then. So it was a moment, obviously, you look back and you look at all the hard work that you've done from your youth to your national team to even Saskatchewan soccer. And it was just pretty amazing. I know there was days where I was ready to hang out my cleats. I didn't want to do it. Nothing was paying off. I mean, we were terrible at the previous World Cup in 2011 in Germany, and I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I putting my body through this? Why am I missing out on everything? Relationships, friends, my family. And when I was on that podium, I just remember like crying, and I was like, this is exactly why I did everything that I needed to get to this moment and share it with the most important people in my life.
That's so cool. And congratulations on all that success. So when you look back on getting from Saskatchewan all the way to the Olympics and everything in between, what do you look back on as being influential in your days growing up in youth soccer in this province?
Yeah, for me, it's Percy Hoff, Brett Mario, and then my dad. So my dad played professional hockey, so I always looked to him for advice just for the athletic side of things. And then Brett Mario was my youth coach for ages, and he's just such an incredible human being, and he made you fall in love with the game. But it was Percy that actually developed me hands down for my skill. He had an academy called Samba Soccer Academy, and I remember begging my mom to put me in every summer. And it was like a lot of technical ability, a lot of touches on the ball, so definitely that helped me in my game being from Saskatchewan, because Saskatchewan people tend to get overlooked because it's a smaller province. We only have 3 months of summer out of the year. We have one indoor soccer facility with one full-size field, which is insane because we have so much talent from there. It's really, really sad if you think about it. And especially me, I mean, I've been retired now 4 years, and we still only have one indoor soccer facility, and it's winter how many months out of the year there. So I would love to see that change because we do have talent there. Canada's the number one registered sport for soccer, so there's no excuse not to have more indoor facilities to produce more professional soccer players, both on the men and female side. I mean, I remember growing up, and we had so many talented men. Kerr McLeod, Jay Tomchuk. Jay Tomchuk actually is now on the Canadian futsal team, but he should have made it to the Canadian national team, like on field, not just futsal. He was a great player. So I just think a lot of the times Saskatchewan players get overlooked, and I think the more infrastructure that we can get in Saskatchewan, the better, and the more exposure we can bring to a province that deserves it.
Oh, that's awesome, and we've heard Jay's name tonight already, so that's great that you touched on him. Now, you already mentioned, Harrison with Miami FC. You've got your young son who's almost 2. Is he signed up for an academy yet, or has he signed his transfer papers? Because the soccer super family continues to grow.
He signed up for adoption right now, actually. No, I'm just kidding. No, he's wild. He's crazy. He loves soccer. It's something that me and my husband talked about, because that's the number one question we get. Will he play soccer? And I think why I was so successful and why my husband is so successful is because we were never pushed. We had super supportive parents. His dad played for Everton for many, many years. He was a legend there. So Harrison has bigger shoes to fill than I do. At least my dad played ice hockey. So it's very, very different. But yeah, that's something, if my son wants to play, by all means. But if he wants to be a musician, if he wants to be a dancer, I really don't care, as long as he's happy and he's healthy. And I would definitely never push him, because I think that's where a lot of parents go wrong, is they push their kids. I know anytime I do an academy or appearance, the first question I get asked from parents is, what do I need to do to get my daughter to that next level? And that's not the question they need to be asking. They just need to be supporting their child and making sure that they're happy, and making sure that they're enjoying it every day, and making sure that the child is asking you, can I do this? Can I go be part of this academy? Can I go play in the park with friends? Because when they stop asking the question and it's more you're going to soccer practice, you're going to this, or you're not going out with friends, that's when the issues start arising, and kids end up hating sport. And I think sport for kids, whatever sport you choose to play, is the most important thing for development of young kids, both on the mental side and physical side, and just being able to socialize. I think a lot of times now, you look at young kids, and I know I'm a new mom, so a lot of people might be listening to this being like, you have no idea what you're talking about. Your son's only 2, but I've been around the block. I've seen kids, everyone's on iPads, everyone's on cell phones, the parks are empty, the playgrounds are empty, and that comes down to kids not being able to communicate nowadays. You try to have a discussion, or even me and my husband, we go out to restaurants and you see kids on their phones, you see kids on their iPads, and I mean, that's where I think sport helps so much. I think it helps develop kids, their social skills, being able to be put in uncomfortable situations and to excel and to succeed. And that's what sport did for me. And so as long as my kid is, we'll definitely put him in sports, but it just doesn't matter what sport he's in. But it's more for the social development of that side of it.
And that's a great place to end this, and a great message, Kaylin. Appreciate this. I mean, continued success. Sounds like everything's going great, and stay safe there in Miami.
Thank you, and sorry that my video didn't work. I know, obviously, these crazy times, so I wish everyone the best at the awards tonight. I wish I could be there, and not be there, because I think they're social distancing it. But yeah, I just wish everyone the best, and congratulations on all the recipients of the awards.
Great stuff. Appreciate that. The Saskatchewan Soccer Association is proudly supported by Direct West, Gursky's Trophies, Saskatchewan Lotteries, SaskTel, and by Soccer Locker. I want to take one more time to thank all of our guests tonight, from Brett Levi's to Chantel Boudreau and Kaylin Kyle for joining us tonight for those chats. Really great, and thank you so much for accommodating us. It's made the evening wonderful. We're getting close to the end now, but we got some really big awards. The heaters are coming up here, and the first one is the Youth Coach of the Year Award. This is given to a coach who displays strong coaching ability and knowledge of the game. They've continued They've contributed, to individual and team development support and show great leadership and dedication, continually working with sportsmanship, fair play in mind, and foster a positive playing environment for everybody. The Youth Coach of the Year is someone who works with players under the age of 18. And this year, the Youth Coach of the Year is Jackie van der Woestijn from Weyburn. Jackie has done tremendous things. She continues to be a dedicated coach in the province, embodying Saskatchewan soccer's values of player-centered innovation, collaboration, quality, and integrity in every practice and competition. She's a strong role model for female coaches in the province and sets a great example for all coaches. Her love of the game makes any program she is a part of better. She has her CSA C license and attends many coaching clinics to continue to learn and grow her abilities and skills. Jackie believes creating a strong team bond and is known for her fun team-building exercises. She took on the QC U13 Boys Excellence Team this year and absolutely excelled with this group of athletes. She led them to a very competitive developmental PSL season. So congratulations, Jackie, and we got a great honor to hear from her now.
I would like to thank SAS Soccer for bringing us all together tonight to celebrate the accomplishments of so many great people, as well as this recognition for Youth Coach of the Year. I have coached for over 20 years, all being in the female stream. With that being said, I need to thank the QC United Club and staff for having the confidence in me and to expand my coaching to the role of head coach for the U13 Excellence Boys. These young men pushed me to be a better coach and expand my vision of the game. I need to thank their parents for their continued support throughout our season. You have raised a great group of hard-working young men that would push each other to be successful and confident. I finally must thank my family. You have enabled me to follow my passion to coach, knowing that I would have to be away from home 3 nights a week and weekends in order to travel from Weyburn to Regina to be with my team. A person once told me, whatever your passion may be, whether it be soccer or something else, you need to follow that passion to be successful. Today, I have accomplished just that. Thank you.
The next award for the evening is the 2019 Senior Coach of the Year. And now this award is given to a coach who displays strong coaching ability and knowledge of the game. They've contributed to individual and team development and support with great leadership and dedication. They continually work with sportsmanship, fair play in mind, and foster a positive playing environment for everyone. The Coach of the Year is someone who works with players over the age of 18. The nominees for Senior Coach of the Year. The first nominee is Jaime Meza Castillo. Jaime was at the helm for another successful year for Olympia SKFC in 2019. And under his leadership, the team would secure their 3rd provincial title and a 4th place finish at the 2019 Canada Soccer Futsal National Championships. Jaime continues to develop himself as a coach and give back to the coaching, soccer, and futsal communities. He's a member of the SSA Futsal Working Group, Coaches Association of Saskatchewan, Coaches Association of Futsal of Spain, and Futsal Technical Committee of the Fortaleza Bogota FC. Jaime's youth teams also had great success this year. He helped to coach a number of teams into the top spot in both the Youth Futsal League and Saskatoon Futsal League World Cup Championships. Jaime's passion is always on display with whoever he is coaching, and he has been a driving force behind futsal development in the province. The second nominee is Hugh Dooley, a veteran coach in Saskatchewan Hugh led the QC United team into its inaugural season in the semi-professional United Women's Soccer League. The team played in a tough Western Conference and finished the season with a 2-6 record. His 30 years of coaching experience helped to bring the team together over a short 2-week preseason. It was made up of alumni and current players from the University of Regina, University of Saskatchewan, and some other post-secondary institutions. The team provided female athletes to play at an elite level without having to leave their home province. The opportunity to advance in their soccer careers and improve their skills would not have been possible without Hugh's leadership. And the winner for the 2019 Coach of the Year is Hugh Dooley. So congratulations, Hugh, on the award and the success. Now the Team of the Year awards take into consideration team performance, individual player performance and development, sportsmanship and fair play, and contributions to soccer in Saskatchewan. The Team of the Year award recognizes a team that had a noteworthy campaign in 2019. The first nominee for the 2019 Youth Team of the Year is the Eastside PSG U11 Premier Girls. The team played together in both the indoor and outdoor season in 2019. They were pushed up to the U11 Boys Division 2 League, where they had a strong season. They went undefeated in the Aurora Open and FC Memorial Edmonton tournaments and won a silver medal in the Cisco tournament. They were the U11 Premier Girls Outdoor Champions. Throughout the year, the girls formed a sisterhood, both on and off the pitch. The coaches created a professional atmosphere that pushed the girls to work hard. Overall, their work ethic and understanding of the game led to their success on the pitch. Second nominee is the Lakewood Deportivo U15 Boys. With a combined record of 24-3 for the indoor and outdoor season, Lakewood had a dominant year. They won both the indoor and outdoor provincial championships, and they represented Saskatchewan proudly at the U15 National Championships in Edmonton. The team defined what it meant to be champions. They came together and were a team both on and off the field. They cheered each other on, celebrated together, and picked each other up when needed, and most importantly, they showed good sportsmanship to all their opponents, always having each other's backs. And the final nominee for the Youth Team of the Year award is the QC United U15 Girls Excellence Team. This team participated in Saskatchewan Soccer's PSL. They were silver medalists in the league, which was a big accomplishment considering the team was composed of many junior players. Now, there were many great individual performances, including 2 players tying for second in scoring league-wide. They prioritized sportsmanship and fair play throughout the season. The team also gave back by being involved with the QC grassroots program by coaching or being game facilitators. And the recipient of the 2019 Youth Team of the Year is Lakewood Deportivo, the U15 Boys program. Congratulations on the award and your success this season. Now, for the Senior Team of the Year award, let's get to the nominees for the Senior Team of the Year. The first nominee for this award is Olympia SKFC in Saskatoon. There on the right side of your screen. Olympia continues to be the dominant team in futsal in Saskatchewan. They won both the Provincial Futsal Championships and Prairie Futsal Championships, dominating their opposition with great preparation and skill. They would take that success to the national stage, where they placed 4th at the national championship. Now, 2 players who we heard from earlier nominated, Tom Chuck and Bikus, represented Saskatchewan during the 2019 Futsal National Identification Camp in Quebec. Now, this team continues to strive to be a positive role model for younger generations and to showcase the game of futsal. Second nominee there on the left is the QC United team in Regina. In January 2019, QC United was awarded a United Women's Soccer franchise that competed in the UWS West Conference for the 2019 season. QC United was the second UWS franchise based in Canada, following Calgary Foothills Women's FC team. The team consisted of current players and alumni from the University of Regina and the University of Saskatchewan, along with a handful of players from several other post-secondary institutions in Canada and the United States. The QC United team exceeded all expectations, finishing the season with 2 wins and 6 losses. They were competitive in every match and offered a tremendous opportunity for many local female soccer players to continue their development over the summer months against top female athletes in Canada and the U.S. And several members of the team have gone on to have very strong follow-up seasons with their current post-secondary programs. So, to the winner of the 2019 Senior Team of the Year, QC United from Regina. And there they are up on the screen. Congratulations to QC United for the win of this award tonight. All right, maybe one of the most important awards, some big ones still to come as we get down to the wire here tonight. Want to thank you one more time for joining me for the show. And thanks for watching, sharing the show. If you haven't already, you can do that at the bottom of the screen and share that with your friends and family here on Facebook. And we want to thank you for your support through these tough times. Now, the Coaching Dedication Award. This is a big one. It's another new award this year that we want to introduce you to. It's intended to highlight one of the many long-time and dedicated coaches in our province, which is very important. These coaches are often mentors to other coaches and provide wisdom from all their time spent in the game. So this year, the recipient of the Coaching Dedication Award is Udo Becker. As a legend in the Saskatchewan soccer community, it seems like a perfect fit to honor Udo as the first recipient of this new award because of his ongoing and everlasting dedication to the sport. Players and coaches in our province. Since retiring from the SSA, he was welcomed as a grassroots coach, excellent stream coach, and coach mentor with the QC United organization. His passion is not just for the players in the club, but also for the coaches. He works with young coaches in the competitive and grassroots stream as a mentor, providing them with valuable feedback on their coaching education journey. Here's a quote from the nomination, which was written by Udo's daughter, Astrid. This is great. To watch a 69-year-old man holding a 3-year-old's hand and helping that young player fall in love with soccer is inspirational. There's no soccer player too small for Udo's big heart. He embodies that CSA grassroots children's philosophy, and we want to keep as many players as possible, as long as possible, in the best environment possible. Again, this is all from his daughter. He creates an environment that players, parents, and coaches want to be a part of. The older I get, the more I appreciate the impact that he has had on our province, and I'm so lucky to have him as a mentor, hero, and father. So great words from Astrid, Udo's daughter. And congratulations, Udo, on the award, the first ever award for coaching dedication. So really, really awesome. The next one's a big one too, and that is the Volunteer of the Year Award. And the winner has to have shown that they were a person who could be relied on by others in the community as a great volunteer. They've also have to be a volunteer themselves, and they should have provided an exceptional volunteer service. They have gone above and beyond the call of duty within the last year and should have been heavily involved in the community. The Volunteer of the Year Award recognizes the hard work and dedication that this person has shown to the sport of soccer. And the 2019 Volunteer of the Year from Weyburn, Tyler Hillstad. Congratulations, Tyler. Tyler joined the Weyburn Soccer Association board with fresh ideas, a positive attitude, and enthusiasm. The Weyburn Soccer Association had always focused its attention to the grassroots and community soccer perspective. Tyler believed in those perspectives as well and has helped grow the WSA to be a leader in programming throughout the province. He has his coaching C license and studies, supports, and promotes Canada's soccer long-term player development for all our players. He passes on much of this knowledge onto the community coaches in Weyburn through clinics and one-on-one mentoring. He has his provincial referee designation and has encouraged and brought SSA referee training to many youth and then provided support and feedback to help them gain confidence and become effective referees. Tyler began Happy Feet, program for 2 to 5-year-old children to learn soccer fundamentals about 4 years ago. He organized a multi-sports camp for youth over the February break. Tyler's interaction with many small children has given him and the board of the WSA a vision to offer soccer to all members of the community with an All Abilities program. A parent of one of the participants of the All Abilities soccer program said that Tyler has started this to say, my son Nash is on the autism spectrum and a participant in the program. This inclusive program has provided Noah opportunities to meet new friends, stay active, and play a sport that he loves. Without the development of this valuable program, there would be no opportunity for Nash to play soccer in Weyburn. He looks forward to going every week, and we look forward to taking him. So Tyler, an exceptional volunteer and very deserving of the Volunteer of the Year Award winner, and he sent us this wonderful video.
Hi everyone. Hope everyone's staying safe through these crazy times. I pray for the strength and courage to get through these days and know that we'll all be on the soccer pitch very soon. Firstly, I'd like to thank the Saskatchewan Soccer Association for the award. I'm honored to receive the award for Volunteer of the Year. The staff at Saskatchewan Soccer has been very inspiring to me and the clubs across our great province, helping us raise the bar when it comes to the sport. And not only the sport, but the people that are around it. I'd also like to thank Jason Roy and the Weyburn Soccer Association for the nomination. Jason and the board of directors for the Weyburn Soccer deserve this award as well. They have all put in a lot of work into making the club, culture, and community a better place. And I am very proud of the work we are doing and the work we have planned for the future. I am blessed to volunteer with such passionate individuals who love the game as much as I do. I'd also like to say thanks to my family, my wife Melissa, my kids Ben, Lexi, and Cabri. It's because of your support that I can volunteer and give time to the sport and the community. The sacrifices families make for one to volunteer is sometimes hard, but I feel we are rewarded by the amazing people we get to be surrounded by and can call friends, the experiences that we can get strength from, and the love we feel from the community. To my parents, for showing me the importance of giving one's time and volunteering. My mother, who has the biggest heart I know, that has shown me how to care for others. And my father, who has shown me by example how to be a leader, how to show compassion to others, and how to be selfless. He has shown me that everyone has something to offer, even if it's a little bit of time to give, that every little bit can make a difference. I am grateful that my parents set this example so that I can learn the value of volunteering in my life and hopefully pass this on to my children. Volunteering has given me some of the best experiences I've had in my life. When I look back, it's times when I was making a difference that have been the best experiences. To see the kids' face light up after they've been empowered during a session. Giving the opportunity to those who have never had the opportunity to play before and seeing the joy it brings to their faces. Hearing Coach T from across the grocery store from someone I have coached, or a player running up to me with sheer excitement wanting to show me the cool new move that they have learned. Also seeing my kids meet new friends and watching their development and accomplish their firsts are all experiences that I cherish and will be forever grateful for. I have learned through a tough road that one of the greatest gifts we can offer is being of service to others without expecting anything in return. Love and connection are important, and giving my time and my family's times, I'll always receive an invaluable gift from each of these experiences. I was told by a friend that as soon as one can replace materialistic things with love for others, we will find happiness. I can say that is the truth, and I am grateful that I get the opportunities to volunteer for an amazing soccer club and be part of a beautiful community of Weyburn, and also be part of an inspiring soccer community led by the influential leaders within the Saskatchewan Soccer Association. Thank you again for this recognition and award. I am beyond blessed and grateful. I hope everyone stays safe, and I cannot wait to see everyone big, beautiful smiles on the soccer pitch once it's safe to do so. Thank you. I missed you guys coming to play soccer.
You missed us.
I did. It's my favorite thing to do. I wasn't comfortable with having kids sitting on the sideline. So we usually have a coach and then a one-on-one volunteer. So we have a volunteer for each participant.
He gets to be a kid, yeah, and play with, and it's not so strict, you know, like he can kick around the ball and sometimes he gets distracted and that's okay, and give him time and he'll come back in.
And we do our little warm-up and do our stretches, and then we run into our soccer drills.
Soccer is a highly adaptable sport, so that just makes complete sense that we would move into offering soccer for people with different abilities as well.
You just want your kids to be involved and be able to have so many opportunities to just be like all the other kids, that it's just a wonderful program that he gets to do that.
And our final award of the night is the David Newsom Award, a very big award. And for that, we want to bring back Lisa Bagan-Lurie, the president of the Saskatchewan Soccer Board of Directors, to present the award.
Thanks, Darren. David Newsham made extraordinary contributions to the sport of soccer in Saskatchewan. David was an athlete and a builder in the development of the game. He participated for 35 years as a player before moving into coaching and administration. His outstanding contribution was seen from club level all the way up to Canada Soccer. The successful recipient will have demonstrated an exceptional volunteer service to the sport of soccer, as well as outstanding effort and dedication in their role as a coach, administrator, or official. It's my immense pleasure to announce the recipient of the 2019 David Newsham Award is Hung Tandong of Saskatoon. Since 1982, Hung has been refereeing soccer in Saskatchewan. Over this 38-year career, Hung has not only focused on his own career as a referee, but also spent countless hours assisting fellow referees with their own development. This has resulted in Hung being recognized throughout the soccer community as a leader. In Saskatchewan, referees throughout the province see Hung as a mentor for them both on and off the field, and someone they feel comfortable sharing on-field experiences with to gain advice and growth. Hung has contributed to the improved quality of officiating by developing confident and capable referees. He's also gained respect and positive rapport with players, coaches, and fans. During his career, Hung has been a regional level assessor, mentor for new experienced referees, member of the Saskatoon District Soccer Referees Association Board of Directors. In addition to these roles, Hung continues to make time to coordinate and develop education sessions for new referees, as well as annual referee refresher course in Saskatoon. Over the past 15 years, Hung has been involved with the Saskatchewan First Nations Summer Games and coordinates referees to officiate soccer at this competition. Hung has helped with the positive development of soccer in Saskatchewan through his officiating, his impartiality, as well as nurturing of the next generation of soccer referees to officiate with the qualities he embodies: integrity, camaraderie, leadership, respect, impartiality, fairness, assertiveness, spirit of the game, and striving for fair play. Congratulations, Hung.
All right, and with that, that concludes the 2019 Saskatchewan Soccer Technical and Recognition Awards celebrations tonight. I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight throughout the program. If you missed any of it, you can go back on the Facebook page once we're done tonight, and you can watch it all over again or as many times as you like. So again, thank you for joining us tonight. And if you have any comments you want to pass along to any of the winners, nominees, or anybody in the game, you can do that in the comments section here on the Facebook feed. But we want to make sure we get one final mention in here for our sponsors, because we can't do this without any of our proud partners. So the Saskatchewan Soccer Association would really like to thank the following sponsors for their support throughout the years and throughout the soccer season. And they are the Saskatchewan Lotteries, SaskTel, Direct West, Soccer Locker, and Gursky's Trophies. Again, thanks for your continued support and support of soccer in Saskatchewan. A reminder to all winners, these awards have actually been made or will be made by the association. They will be available for pickup in either Regina or Saskatoon, or if you need to get them shipped out to you, they can arrange that as well. Please contact the Saskatchewan Soccer Association for more information. And for that, I'm Darren Dupont, and on behalf of the Saskatchewan Soccer Association, thank you for watching tonight, and good night.